So I recently got this Sargent plane. It is a number 15. It's a 2-inch round plane, and it looks like it had been left in a little bit of water or something. It's got some discoloration to it. The one thing that I really like about this one is the wedge right here. I don't know if it was remade or what, but I like the sharp angle right here, and then it's also notched out on the back side. So that's what it looks like. We're going to get it taken apart real quick. There we go. It's finally broken free. Making sure the iron doesn't come out the bottom. So it's not too heavily rusted. It is rusted a little bit, but not too bad. Should be easy to clean this up and get this one back into use. So we'll set the iron there, and we're going to go ahead and start working the actual plane body so we can get that all cleaned up. And this does look like the original wedge. You can tell by the difference. The color between the two match, and then this is all not oiled and stuff. So I believe these two are the original. So just like on many other wooden planes before, I'm using this mixture that is boiled linseed oil and turpentine, and it seems like the turpentine really gets in there and cleans it up, and then the boiled linseed oil kind of soaks in there. We're not trying to make this thing look perfect. Alright guys, so I usually take the irons and put them on the wire wheel and pretty much just knock all the rust off. This is still fairly sharp, so I'm wondering if I'm even going to have to really sharpen it. So I don't want to put the wire wheel around the edge, so I'm just going to go ahead and use up some of the green, like little Scotch-Brite pad, and just see how it does, just getting it clean. Alright, so I've gotten the iron already sharpened up, and the way that you do it, it's kind of a different technique, because you not only have to be able to flatten the back, so you need your setup for sharpening the back side of the iron, but you also need a way to sharpen where the curve is. And for that, I use the scary sharp method on both setups. For the back side, it's very easy because it's on a flat setup. And then for the round, I have the different grit sandpapers, and I simply wrap them around the like a dowel. This is a 3/4 inch dowel, and I put my iron on a flat surface overhanging, and then I just keep the same angle as I'm going around, pushing forward the whole time and just kind of arcing my way around the system. And then I go through all my different grits with that, and then with my when I'm honing it, I have my pad, and with this I simply leave all the way over on the edge, and as I'm pulling back, I just roll the iron up over the edge, and I mean, it works. I've done this for quite a few hollows or rounding irons, and get it nice and sharp. And you can always just test it afterwards by doing the hair check, and I can come up my arm and it shaves every bit of my arm all along the whole iron. So as you can see, it's nice and clean there. So I mean, this one should be ready to go and ready to be put back in to the hand plane, and then we should be able to create a molding with it. I got it sharpened, but I wanted to show you guys that I was able to create, I mean, it's cutting and doing what it's supposed to be doing. The one reason why I didn't finish the molding is because of the knots. I really didn't want to destroy the tips of the two tips of the rounding plane, because they kept on hitting the knots. The knots were right where it needed to travel, and I didn't want to ruin the tips of those. So that is as far as I got with making the molding. This section worked out fairly well. I was able to lower this and then use the hollow and round to make the little curve right here. And then I got my flat, but this part with the big areas just wasn't going to work out with these knots. When you're building the furniture, you want to try to have no knots in your furniture, and this was just a scrap piece I had laying around and thought I'd give it a go. Didn't realize it had the knots. So that part sucks. But as you guys can see, I did try and make the attempt to do it, but the hand plane that we restored is back in working order again. So now I can throw it on the shelf behind me and save it for the next big project, bookcase, something like that, where I want to do some kind of fancy molding. So with just a whole handful of hollows and rounds, you guys can make all sorts of moldings. I highly recommend the book that I was trying to make this out of, and that is the Moldings and Practice book. It gives you all sorts of great information. This is from the Lost Art Press. Go check it out. Thank you guys for watching the video today. I hope you guys found it interesting. If you guys have any questions, comments, please leave them down below. And we will see you guys on the next video.